What is going on, my dudes, dudettes, ladies, gentlemen, Apache helicopters, and everything else in between? I'm your intrepid host on today's live stream, and my name is AK540, or Lucas, depending on what you want. Don't call me Luke, that's what Mum says when she's angry with me, so that's just weird. Anyway, I thought I'd do some gameplay and show you, the Iron Sight sniper rifle. Now, if I'm completely honest, I don't really enjoy using this, not because it's a glitch or because it's broken or OP or any of that malarkey, but only really because like when you scope in the gun, it doesn't have the sight zoom of whatever attachment you put on. So say you put a red dot on and you scope in, it doesn't have that scope zoom. It has standard like sniper rifle zoom, which is fine. For instance, if you do it on the Dragunov or the SVD, whichever you want to call it, when you scope in, the scope sort of effect that you see on the screen is very smooth. It just scopes in and you've got a gun with iron sights essentially. But when you sort of use the AX50 and the HDR with this glitch, it sort of doesn't scope in. It scopes and it aims down the sight, and then there's a brief moment where it suddenly zooms in, and then you're scoped in essentially, and you can shoot people. The only thing that's really useful about this is it is teaching me at what point I can actually do essentially a super quick or almost no scope type kill, because if you just literally tap the left trigger and then press the fire button, it just shoots everything quite quickly, so that's quite cool. Hey Whaley, sorry I didn't talk to you, I had my headset turned down, I didn't realise.
No, you're alright, mate.
Everybody go subscribe to Whaley's YouTube channel. Whaley put YouTube link down in the bottom, so everyone who's watching, if they decide to watch, it is very early in the morning on a Tuesday. I imagine most people have got school, work and or something to do, but everyone else who doesn't, feel free to subscribe to Whaley's YouTube channel. He's a good guy. He needs more subs.
There are. I don't think there's any videos on it.
Ah, go subscribe to his channel. He has no videos. There you go. Even better.
I don't think I've put anything on it yet, mate.
But that's my AX50 with iron sights. I'll show you what it looks like on my Dragunov, which is quite ridiculous if I'm honest, because I'm using the Plague Saw blueprint, so it doesn't actually have iron sights, which is really weird. So when you actually like look at it, it's kind of weird looking. Like when you aim down the sights, there are no sights at all. You sort of aim just slightly off the top of the rail. So, I mean, it's interesting. It's not like, I'm not trying to say it's the best. But out of all of the guns that scope in, this one scopes the smoothest. So there's not like it doesn't go from not scoped to instantly scoped. There's an actual transition where it's really smooth and you just aim down the gun. So maybe it's the blueprint I'm using, possibly. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a different blueprint I could use that would do something similar. I was wondering actually if I was to do it with, like, if I put an ACOG on the sniper rifle and then swap the ACOG for something else when I did the glitch, like a red dot or something, would it still have the same zoom as the ACOG? And after a bit of trial and error, it doesn't retain the ACOG zoom, which is kind of irritating. I tried putting things like canted iron sights on them as well to see if I could get that to work, but I don't think they work, only because I don't think the gun itself actually has the animation for the canted iron sights, if that makes sense. So you can't hold the sniper rifle to the side. But I do, actually I say that, I've just realised that you can get a thermal hybrid scope. So that basically does exactly the same thing, where you just tilt the gun to the side and aim down a red dot. And that's only on certain guns. I tried pretty much... I tried pretty much doing like I tried a whole bunch of different things for different guns. Like if you look at my Deagle, this is brilliant. Look at this. That is just fucking beautiful. Now the thing that's weird is you can actually put this scope on other guns. If you try to put it on an assault rifle or any other rifle for that matter, it's actually the Lockwood pistol scope. If you try to put it on any other gun, it won't actually go on. And as you can see, it's not in the list of items you can attach to this gun. But when you put it on other guns like assault rifles, sniper rifles, anything else, SMGs, that sort of thing, the Lockwood pistol scope doesn't actually do anything, if that makes sense. To be fair, I do want to try and see if I can put it on a P90. That sounds a bit crazy. This one here has got the ammunition. It'll come up as a square because it doesn't have a reference point for it or an icon. And this was where I tried to put SOCOM rounds. So for the M4, if we go to the M4, you can put SOCOM rounds on it. So I'll show you what that is. It's these ones, 10 round mags. And it adds accuracy, damage and range to the gun without really impacting any sort of weight or whatever else, or ADS speed. Now, I put that on the SCAR down here. And as you can see, it actually removes the mag from the gun itself, which is kind of strange. But I haven't actually noticed any real discernible power gains from this. Even if you, like, if I compare the ammo, okay, see how all of the accuracy and damage and range, all that goes down? It doesn't actually seem to impact the gun itself, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem to make it more powerful or more accurate, at least not from my testing, and I've used it quite a bit and I can't seem to see any discernible sort of benefits to having it. The other thing I wanted to point out as well is I have gold on this gun, but I don't have gold unlocked. So if you've got gold on a gun and you want to see what it looks like on other guns, you can use this glitch that's in the, well, in my most latest upload. You can use it and you can, like, basically just trick out your gun to make it look badass if you want to. So if you've got, say, like, okay, say you've got not Damascus, you've got platinum for a gun, but you don't have platinum for a whole other group of guns and you want it. Or even if you've just got Damascus for one gun type. Actually, that isn't how you get Damascus, is it? Damascus is, you've got to get gold and platinum. Ignore me, I'm an idiot. If you wanted to put platinum or gold on a different gun, you could do that. All you need to do is just follow the glitch, basically. So you select the gun that you want gold on, and then you make sure that it's in, so you remember where it is. And then all you need to do is go to filter, as I showed you before, and then select Call of Duty League as your quick play. And then when you're in the edit loadout section, you just go to number 4 again. And then you'd put on the camo that you want, so gold. And then you basically sit here, and then this is where your friend would come in. So they're in a lobby, waiting in a normal game mode with core selected as their quick play filter. And then basically what you do is you join them after they send you an invite. You join the invite through the XMB. So on PlayStation, you can press the PlayStation button, go to the invite, for instance, and then if you double press the PlayStation button, what happens then is it goes back to the game. So you can double press it again and go back to the invite. So you can do this as many times as you want with as many different guns that you want to. So it's quite cool. Right, let me just go back to my weapon loadouts and show you some more crazy things. So for instance, I think this looks amazing. Like, utterly amazing. It doesn't really work very well in game, if I'm honest. The scope sort of covers up a lot of what you're aiming at, but when you actually do get a kill, it feels amazing. It's such an amazing little gun to have that on. And we've got things like, so this is a revolver. This revolver I have glitched. It says recon in the bottom right, but I promise you now it's not. If you look at the gunsmith, if we look at the actual blueprint itself, you've got snake shot, a laser, a trigger, recon, and then you also have 3 little bullets. This is a 3-round burst revolver. I tried using the Odin's 2-round burst, but the 2-round burst wouldn't stick. It would always revert back to a 2-round burst. So I think that the 3-round burst is the default, and the Odin's one is modified, so it doesn't fire another bullet with some script or something. It's not an actual thing, if that makes sense. I tried putting the Odin's 2-round burst on the Deagle as well, but I couldn't get that to work either. This one, I believe, has got SOCOM rounds on it. As you can see, it doesn't have a magazine. There's no magazine on there, see? Just a hole. It's a big gapey boy. But again, I thought the SOCOM rounds would add something to it, but unfortunately they don't seem to do anything, because SOCOM rounds basically turn any 4-shot gun into a 3-shot gun, basically. It makes the M4 3-shot kill at sort of close to medium range. But it doesn't turn the Deagle into a 2-shot kill. Well, the Deagle's already a 2-shot kill, but it doesn't turn the Deagle into a 1-shot kill, which is kind of disappointing. I don't like that myself personally, but you know, you got to trial and test these things at the end of the day, and if you don't, then you can't do anything. But if we look at what you can actually put on the Deagle, you can put different scopes and whatever else, but you can't put the Lockwood pistol scope on, and it just looks amazing. Now, if we do this as well, look at this. We've got this huge fuck-off barrel on here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this fucking monstrosity. Now, in this configuration, as far as I'm aware, this will one-shot people to the upper chest. I see people like Immortal and E. coli, Espresso, Drift, all that sort of thing, using this in Ground War, and apparently it's very good, so it is what it is. But that is just ridiculous. I mean, we can make it even longer if we wanted to. We could put the monolithic suppressor on it. There we go, look. Oh, fucking hell. Look how long that is. Jesus Christ, it's basically a walking stick for a midget with no ankles. Like, look at this. It's just ridiculous. Now, you can, as I said before, I tried to put the 2-round burst, sorry, on the 50 cal. Couldn't get that to work. 3-round burst works fine. I have a 3-round burst USP as well. As you can see, it says 3-round burst there. Legit as well. This isn't just bullshit. This is legit. That is a 3-round burst pistol. Now, this kills in 3 bullets, as far as I'm aware, at close range. So all you need to do is make sure you're on target and pull the trigger. Now, I know some of you are probably going to be thinking, well, AK, isn't that cheating? Aren't you cheating? Isn't this a cheat? And I suppose, yes, it is. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it and say that it is not cheating, because it is to an extent. But at the same time, if you are, for instance, disabled, okay, and you can't press the fire button properly, alright, you could make yourself a gun that has 3-round burst that kills in 3 bullets, and you could put it on your gun, and you would then be able to shoot once, so you wouldn't have to keep spamming the trigger. If you can't use a normal controller for whatever reason, and you have to use a modified controller, again, if you're disabled, you have no hands, you have no legs, I don't know what it is you might have. There's a dude on Twitch who plays the game, plays first-person shooters and PUBG and stuff, and he's paralysed from the neck down, and all of his controls are done with, like, breathing and stuff. So it's pretty cool. But yes, I will definitely hop into a game. Let me just put this gun back to where it was. Now, as I said, I've been trying to get used to... Oh, where's it gone? There we go. I've been trying to get used to using this without the scope, but as I said before, when you scope in, it just, like... I'll show you what I mean. Okay, we'll find a game. Alright, we'll do Team Deathmatch 10v10, and got the digits. Normal Team Deathmatch, and Headquarters, I suppose. So we've got a nice smorgasbord of different things. Hopefully we can find a game, and yeah. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I'll mute everyone else in game, because obviously I don't want to hear me talk to everyone who's watching the stream. But you can put the camo, like I said before, you can put gold camo on guns you don't have gold for. So, like I said, I don't have gold for this yet, but it's gold. I'll tell you what I did try as well. I'll show you another gun I made. I tried this. So, with the FAL, it has a 3-round burst, right? But there's no way that you can make an FAL fully automatic. So I tried putting SOCOM rounds on it as well. And that makes the gun look like this, which I think looks like a fucking sniper rifle when it loads. Got a black screen. Look at this. How cool is that? That looks so fucking cool. I don't know if it's fully automatic or semi-auto. I haven't actually had a chance to use this properly yet. But it just looks amazing. And some of these attachments that you can put on the guns, they do work on other guns. It's not like they don't work. They do. But some of them don't. So, for instance, like I said, if you try to put the Lockwood pistol scope on an assault rifle or something, it'll just equip the standard sniper rifle scope you can get for assault rifles on there. So it won't actually add anything new to the gun. That makes sense. But certain perks can be transferred, like I said, 3-round burst. I tried putting thermite bolts from the crossbow in my sniper rifle. That didn't work. It showed it as it was an attachment on the gun in the ammunition section, but it didn't actually seem to do anything. Like when I shot someone, it didn't set them on fire. Which I suppose is okay, really, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's it's a fucking sniper rifle. Right, I'm going to put the 13 Parrot on there. So we're going to give this a go. We're going to shoot a bullet and then reload and see what happens. You know, just magicking it on there. Okay, so it's in single shot still. That reload is janky as hell. I'm definitely going to put sleight of hand back on because it's a bit painful without it. I think you can put a no stock option on your gun if you want to as well, but that's not my cup of tea. I like having a stock. Doesn't seem to have any hindrance to the ADS speed really. Oh, fuck. I got melted. I almost got past him. Almost. Almost got it off. Oh, it's that. It's his laser. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do that again. Yep. Take that out, put that in. Oh, what? Okay, that was one of those moments where I thought I put enough bullets into you, but apparently I didn't. Oof. I also tried putting slugs on the snake shot pistol just to see if that would work as well. It didn't, unfortunately. What else have I done? I don't think what I've got that I could show you that's kind of interesting, but I haven't really got a hell what. Because I only really did the sniper rifles and stuff. I tried to put a 2-round burst on EVR-14 as well. Oh fuck. I'm going to use the eyesight sniper rifle. Oh fuck. See, it's really disorientating for me because I've gotten so used to using an actual scope on my sniper rifle now that using what is essentially not a scope is just really fun. See what I mean? So like there's a bit of a transitionary period to aim and then the gun scopes in.
Falcon 3-0. Personal radar. Allied cluster strike incoming.
Ah! You know when you don't react fast enough? That was one of those moments right there. Oh fuck, I knew he'd come up behind me. Fucking up and around, look at him. I like watching kill cams. Especially when they kill you with like actual skill. Oh, okay, I thought I was close enough to barrel stuff him. Evidently not. Whoa. Oh, great big hairy balls of buggery.
Enemy precision airstrike. Get down. Tomorrow will be different.
Alright, let's unmute them and see what they're saying. Oh, everyone's quiet. That was a bit of a
Too
boring
busy
last kill.
dying.
We're too busy dying. Ham's the best of us. Well, I've unlocked camos for the FAL. Nice. So there are some blueprints that have customized weapon attachments. So for instance, the Cerulean, oh fucking hell, that's got a blue laser. I tried putting that on a sniper rifle as well, but that wouldn't work. It wouldn't carry over the same color. It just stayed green. If there is a way to do it and you find out, please let me know, because I do want to try it. I tried putting the monolithic, not the monolithic, the colossal suppressor from the Odin on guns, but it just defaults to like the lightweight suppressor or the tactical, which is kind of gay, kind of lame. Sorry, it isn't gay. It doesn't suck dick, that's for sure. I tried putting slugs on different weapons. That didn't work. It's only really, I think, the only real useful thing about it is that you can make a sniper rifle's iron sight, which, you know, that's, you know, it's your own personal preference on whether or not you think that's useful. And again, obviously, you can put camo on any gun that you want. So if you like a camo that you don't have unlocked for a certain gun, you want it on there, you can put it on there. But there isn't really that much scope, no pun intended, for the whole, like, you know, putting different attachments on guns or removing them for that matter. Like with the pistols, they look quite funny. Because, yeah, you can actually put the lock and pistol scope on that pistol. I did it once, but then when I tried to fiddle with it, it didn't work at all properly. I'll put the 5 megawatt visor on there. Just look how cool this is. Why can't, I don't know why you can't do this normally, if I'm honest. Okay, you had potato aim and so did I. Whoa, lag. the only downside I have with the whole sniping thing, they're going to be annoyed about that, is that because you've got a scope on your gun, basically, it doesn't let you set up the sniper rifle properly for quick scoping. So if you want a quick scope, you can't have focus, which I don't think is very good.
We're fighting blind. Send recon. Copy.
I don't think they're going to be behind me.
Enemy VTOL in the AO.
Where the fuck are the enemy team? I should just hang around here and wait for you to pop your little head up again. Oh, fuck! I'm gonna swap this for the 3-round burst one. Yeah, I'll get that again. Just to show you that it is actually 3-round burst, I'm only going to press the trigger once. I'm not spamming it, I'm pressing it once. So like I said, if you got, like, you can't press buttons for whatever reason, disabled, that sort of thing, quite useful.
Returning to resupply. Enemies halfway there. Step it up.
Why do you keep coming back to the same spot? Just as well, it wasn't on the enemy team, I'd have died.
Enemy VTOL in the AO.
Yeah. Where? He was there. Fuck, no. There we go. Just looks like I can't snipe if I'm honest. But it's because you can't see the scope, so... That's really descriptive, thanks. Enemy at the cave entrance. Useful. In the booty.
Coming actual. Requesting flyover. Copy. Falcon 301 en route for personal radar coverage. Friendly care package on the way. UAV is out of fuel. Returning to resupply.
Yeah, because I don't have focus on my gun, I can't withstand being shot. Also, the reason my voice goes deeper sometimes is because I'm vaping. That's basically it. So sometimes my voice is like this, and other times it's like this. What? I want to watch this kill cam. Okay, so my head was visible the whole time. It's a bit decisive? Decisive? Divisive? No. Divisive? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Ha! I choked so hard. Oh, that was a killer's beyond me.
Friendly UAV. Personal radar drone ready. Scanning Claymore. We're fighting blind. Send recon. This is Falcon 3. Changing back. UAV beginning flyover. Target spotted. Enemy at the cave entrance.
See, I was scoped in and couldn't see. Oh, well, not scoped in and couldn't see.
Friendly sentry gun online. Less than a minute. The enemy will remember our name.
Nani? GG. So what I'll do is I'll leave this one as my quick scoping one. I'll probably delete that socken one because it doesn't work. It doesn't do what I thought it was going to do. If that makes any degree of sense. Where is it? Hello, Cosmic. There you go. Get rid of this one. This one doesn't do anything. I kind of like the FAL looking like that, so I'm going to leave that as is because I think it looks cool. Oh yeah, I've deleted that one, so swap that out for Terra Burst. So yeah, look, here's another example. Don't have gold for this, but I've got gold on it. Okay, far too many PC players. I don't want a couple, but I don't want to go up against an entire team of PC players. I'm sorry. Actually, I'll tell you what I want to try. I definitely want to try this, okay? I'm going to go play Ground War. Realism Ground War. I'm going to give this a go, because...
Holy moly.
Indeed. Holy moly. It's moly holy.
You get to see how bad I really am.
Don't really like Castle River Quarry though, but it is what it is. I'll unmute everyone, so now I can talk to Miku. Konnichiwa, Miku. Genki desu ka? Maybe Miku doesn't have a microphone. There's always the possibility. Erupta. I'll show you this 3-round burst thing because it's kind of stupidly hilarious. So, like, to be fair, like, could you... No, you can't even see the bullet drop of a minute. Roadkill Fraggle, brilliant name. Get a free ride now. I'm gonna give you a... Cheers, my dears. I'm bringing it. Say a 3-round burst. It's not really like a proper 3-round burst, but it does what it says on the tin somewhere. Wait, what? I saw them, but it didn't register. Really, game? There we go. The good thing I like about this is that you get the wide angle view. Oh. Okay. I mean, I understand why you hard scoped me, but the whole point is you've got an ACOG on your sniper rifle. Like, it just sort of defeats the object of having the ACOG if you don't even use the ACOG. For what you would put it on there for, to decrease ADS speed. just making sure that the person on the is friendly. Sometimes it's difficult to tell.
Coming up, no one use.
That was a lot of a hard scope. I'm sorry about that, my dude. Ammo if you need it. Oh wow! Okay, yeah, that tank is an issue. Oh, Miku, what? You were on our team? I'm so confused, Miku. Miku, you have confused my fucking British brain. Enemy tank. Oh, couldn't do anything. I was stuck between a rock and another rock, and many other rocks. More rocks than your body's got room for, I think. Oh, fuck. Nice fucking shot, dude. GG. Credit where credit is due. I might put a standard barrel on here, just so I can put focus on. That way then I'm not sort of limiting myself. So, you can't really see it, but basically, oh, never mind. Whenever I did this in the custom games, where I was testing the guns out, it does fire 3 rounds, even though it only shoots twice. Oh no, that doesn't make much sense. But it does, it shoots 3 rounds. Oh, fuck, I aim too high. So also because it's realism hardcore, realism, like the game mode's realism, so I think what you're saying. You get increased head fire, you get increased head fire. It's excuse me, my mouse doesn't fucking work in any way, shape or form. You get increased headshot damage. Oh shit, where are you? Thermal soap? Yeah, thermal scope, okay. No, we got nothing. Oh fuck. Okay, you can do that. I don't know if I can get back to my original position without getting shot. Okay, totally did. This is like deja vu. The reason I'm jumping around like crazy is because there are snipers looking at me. Damn. Couldn't skip it fast enough. The thing I think is really like interesting about using this glitch as well is that when you look on the kill cams of people shooting at me, you notice that they don't see any scope glints. Oh, that was a shit fucking quick scope. Absolute shocking. I'll put this. Oh, fuck. I saw him as well. Are you serious that you're hard scoping with a red dot? Okay. Okay, okay. Oh, what? Where did that come from? Ah, thermal sight. I'm starting to not like Charlie. Is there another area I can get them at? Possibly here? No. I'm covered by that big tower.
Hostiles at Delta.
There was a bit of a delay between me shooting and actually doing it then. That was a bit annoying.
Personal radar is bingo fuel. Recalling to base. Requesting recon. UAV entering the AO. Copy. Jaguar 2-0
Oh, I'm sorry. What? No, I don't understand how that didn't kill him. Sort of a close game, I guess. Who dudes? You dude? Who dude? You dudes? Hmm? Have any ridiculous scores on any team?
11.000, ne? Also, das ist schon eine Menge für Twitch-Werbung.
Oh wow, 47 and 9, holy shit.
Gifted Subs, ja, $200, aber Twitch Prime, wie man gesehen hat, $1.000.
Oh fuck, Oathbreaker's on our squad. Guarantees on the enemy team now.
Cheering 200. Ja, eine wichtige Sache noch gar nicht, aber schreiben. Ich weiß nicht, ob er einen.
Oh, it's the song I'm listening to. I thought I could hear feedback. Ground War, Anya Palace. This map's shit. But Ground War anyway. I'm just going to use the standard quick scope and one with the scope instead of without the scope, just so I can concentrate on actually hitting things. It's going to be so weird when there's a scope there. You alright there, Tonic? Tonic, you're in a video game. You need to wake up. You've been in a coma for 5 years. This is your parents. You need to wake up, Tonic. Oh, everyone's just sat in school. Well, me included, I suppose. Almost sounded like it said we control A instead of we control A. Like, we control A. A will get trolled. Send in the memes. You can't take Echo, that's the best video game about a dolphin ever. Nobody will get that reference.
No,
Yes.
but then again, I'm getting old.
Deploy recon. Copy. Falcon 3
Whoa. Dude, just get the fucking shit out of me. Terrible miss. Fucking walls getting in my way, man.
Calling the base. Hostiles at Delta. Go. Personal radar in the air.
I'm gonna try and get back round to A. Oh! He's scaring the shit out of me. Hearing footsteps. It's you. There's another one to your left on my cosmic.
No, to the right as well.
You shut down my UAV, what bastard.
Personal radar in the air. Overhead. Targets.
What? Ah, petrol station.
He's dead.
Getting Claymore.
Where was he?
Right behind us.
Ah,
We control C. Control B.
I don't know how many aware I was from a helicopter there, that's a bit sad.
Don't need it. We're taking action. Taking Alpha. Captain Alpha.
Okay, now we dropped in.
Talking to you on the roof. First floor, radar coverage. Personal radar in the air.
Oh, come on.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
I don't know how he didn't die.
Enemy cruise missile incoming. Allied cruise missile on the way. We've lost Bravo.
I also realise I'm very much hard scoping that corner, which I don't like doing. But at the same time, there are enemies to be shot. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It didn't actually specify if it was friendly or not white phosphorus, if I'm honest. There was no specification there. It just said white phosphorus inbound.